up, guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be reacting to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. And boy, oh boy, there's been a lot. Firstly, on Erling Haaland, Barcelona right now are leading the race. You heard me right. We are leading the race right now for Erling Haaland. What we need to do is get the money for him, qualify for the Champions League next season, and he's pretty much in our hands. And of course, for now, Xavi wants to bring in a striker this month. Of course, he wanted Morata and Cavani, but those two have been ruled out. And right now, the only option right now that's available is Anthony Martial. We have been linked with him. We'll have to wait and see how that goes. But again, he's not the priority for Barcelona. And of course, this month they want to focus on contract renewal. We're still focusing right now on Ousmane Dembele. He's not giving an answer right now to the club. And also, we're going to restart talks with Sergi Roberto as well. But of course, and finally, exits are going to be the priority. We're looking at Yusuf Demir, Luke de Jong, maybe if Des comes in with a good offer. But the main number one priority to get rid of this month is Samuel Umtiti. The club are working 24 hours to get rid of this man, and hopefully they do so by the end of this month. But before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button down below. Let's try to get to 200 likes in this video. It'd be very much appreciated. And also make sure you hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't already. And let's get into it. Before we get into this video is sponsored by Manscaped. It's New Year, and that means it's gonna have to be a new me, and I had the help with the global leaders in males grooming, a grooming routine that I will try to do more often in 2022. Is probably use this bad boy more often on my face, and this year you can take your grooming to the next level with their new Performance Package 4.0. Inside the Performance Package 4.0, you will find their signature Lawnmower 4.0. This electric trimmer is designed to trim the hair on loose skin. The advanced skin safe technology reduces cuts and nicks all over. It also comes equipped with a 4000K LED spotlight that will shine a light in the promised land 2022 looks to be. Cheers to 2020 and resolutions you can actually keep. How about you upgrade your grooming routine for the next year? Manscaped are here to make the ball drop into 2020 with our exclusive offer. Go to manscaped.com and use the code BarcaBoy for 20% off plus free shipping. That's right, get 20% off and free shipping with the code BarcaBoy at manscaped.com. It's a new year, new me in 2022 with Manscaped. Let's start off with the transfer news over the past 24 hours. The first player that we're going to discuss about is Erling Haaland, and I tell you what, this race is leading towards Barcelona winning his signature this summer. Firstly, from the Madrid media, they're coming out saying that Real Madrid are not planning to sign Erling Haaland in the summer. Their primary target still remains Kylian Mbappe. Real only target Erling Haaland if he stays at Dortmund until 2023 when Benzema ends his current contract. And also, coming in from Jorge Ramos from ESPN, he came out saying that Florentino Perez wants Erling Haaland to sign for Barcelona. He wants to recreate the Messi-Ronaldo rivalry with Kylian Mbappe and Erling Haaland because he knows it will sell. So they're saying, look, if Real Madrid do not sign Erling Haaland, Real Madrid want Haaland to join Barcelona to recreate that Messi-Ronaldo battle. I mean, it cannot get any closer to Barcelona at this moment. And also, Oriel from TV3, very, very reliable, very close to Laporta as well. He came out saying that President Juan Laporta has assured his trusted people near him that he will sign Erling Haaland this summer. Again, I think if Barcelona have the money and of course secure the Champions League spot, top 4, or win the Europa League, we are going to be the leading team for Erling Haaland. It's looking like it's Barcelona, and of course the numbers right now, you have 75 million euro release clause, 20 million euro commission for Raiola and his father, and also Haaland wants around 35 million euros per year, which by the way is less than what Dembele is asking for at the moment. Dembele is asking for 40, Haaland's asking for 35, so it just shows you how outrageous Dembele has been. Anyways, I've been saying this for a while and I'll say it again. If we have the money and we get that Champions League spot, I think we're going to be leading the race for Erling Haaland. Again, he's our dream, our number one target. He's going to be the face of the club, commercial, shirt sales, all that sort of stuff. He goes to Real Madrid, he'll be second or third on the list. He goes to United, he'll be second to Ronaldo. He goes to PSG, he'll be second to Neymar and Messi. At Barcelona, he will be number one, and Haaland himself wants to be that number one. So we'll wait and see. Again, too early to call right now, but everything points right now to Barcelona. Now, with Erling Haaland being the priority for the summer, the club are still looking for a striker in January. Of course, the number one target was Edinson Cavani, and right now that deal is looking very, very unlikely. Gabriel from Deportivo came out saying that Cavani is still open to joining Barcelona and has rejected some offers from Brazil as well. But the situation with Man United is complicated, with others looking for a way out as well, and Ralph Rangnick, the current manager, closing the door for his exit. But the market is long and anything can happen. I don't see Cavani leaving United whatsoever, but of course he was the first target for Barcelona. The second target was of course Alvaro Morata. Gabriel again came out saying that Alvaro Morata insists on the idea of joining Barcelona despite Allegri's refusal. Barcelona did not rule out the operation that can be resumed, and Allegri said the same thing about Ronaldo, and a few days later he joined Manchester United. I don't think this will happen either. Allegri said firm in his press comments Morata will not be leaving the club this month. Case closed. So I don't see it happening. If you see Juventus sign a striker like Icardi or something else, maybe, but I don't think it'll happen. He was of course plan B. Now you might be wondering right now who's going to be plan C, because of course we're still in the market for a forward. Right now it's looking like it's going to be Anthony Martial. ESPN have come out saying that Barcelona and Juventus discussed with Manchester United for a loan for Anthony Martial. They also contacted his agent. Martial wants to leave Man United and agrees to join Sevilla, but the English club opposed to the move because of the offer. So apparently Sevilla and Martial reached an agreement, but Sevilla and United did not reach an agreement, and now the deal has collapsed. Martial's already told Ralph Rangnick and his agent that he wants to leave the club. It's publicly well known right now, and Martial at the moment probably is the best option for Barcelona. Are we going to pursue it right now? I highly doubt that. I think right now the club are going to be focusing on sales, but again, Xavi's asking for a number 9. Is Martial the number 9 that Xavi's looking for? Probably not, but right now he's the best option available on the market. We'll wait and see, but I highly doubt we'll sign Martial. It looks like our striker search is going to be coming down to Morata, whether or not you would decide a striker or not, which is very, very unlikely. But we have been linked over the past 24 hours with a forward from the Premier League, who is a winger and of course a former Barcelona La Masia player. It's Adama Traore coming in from Sport. They've come out saying the club is working secretly on the signing of Adama Traore as an alternate for Ousmane Dembele, who looks like he will be renewing his contract and will leave the club this month or in the summer for free. I think Adama is very, very unlikely. Of course, Wolves right now are not willing to sell him, and also Tottenham Hotspur, the Premier League, Antonio Conte is very, very interested. We are right now interested. Tottenham are very, very interested. So I think Adama Traore, he's basically a Raheem Sterling 2.0. Very, very fast, good dribbler, but cannot finish for his life. His finishing is absolutely dreadful. He can defend pretty well. I think he's more so of a wing back than a right winger. I don't think he's the winger that Xavi really wants, because of course he wants his wingers to finish, like Kingsley Coman, something like that would be Barcelona's pursuit. We'll wait and see, but again, it's coming from Sport, so I highly doubt this happens. But again, he has been being linked. He's a former Barcelona player, but again, I don't think he's the profile that Xavi is looking for. Now, along with the attack, the club were also prioritizing reinforcing the defense, and they're looking at free agents, specifically, of course, from Chelsea. They have 3 center backs out of contract this summer. One of those center backs is Andreas Christensen, coming in from Mundo Deportivo. They've come out saying that Barcelona have accelerated talks with the agent of Andreas Christensen to try and reach an agreement for this summer. It could be a 4-year deal with an option of another year. His renewal talks with Chelsea right now remained stalled, but Mateo Morita from Sky Sports came out saying that Andreas Christensen's priority is still to renew with Chelsea. They continue to talk, and Barcelona are attentive to their situation, but it's not Christensen's first option. His first option, of course, is to renew his contract. He also has other offers that are better than Barcelona as well in terms of money, of course. Right now we can't offer that much, but the player, of course, wants to play in the Champions League. So again, if you want Christensen, we have to play in the Champions League. Like a boy said, him, Azpilicueta, and also the next person we're going to talk about, their priorities, or maybe not Rudiger, but we'll talk about him. Their priorities is to renew with Chelsea. If they don't, they will move on. I think Christensen would be a good center back for the club, and the club right now would probably prioritize Azpilicueta over him. But firstly, they have to not renew their contract with Chelsea, and then the option will be open. But for Rudiger, it's a bit different. Mundo Deportivo came out saying that Barcelona like Antonio Rudiger a lot, but the German defender is asking for a lot of money to join the club as a free agent. So again, Rudiger reportedly asking for around 250k a week, very similar to David Alaba last summer. I don't think this is very, very likely. I think Christensen and Azpilicueta have a better chance of joining Barcelona, but again, like I've always said, they have to be free agents first. Let's wait and see. Chelsea is their priority, but you never know. Now, part of the defense is, of course, the goalkeeper as well, and we're also looking at a backup goalkeeper or a competition, of course, from Marc-Andre ter Stegen. All the Culés' dream, all of us Barca fans' dream was, of course, Andre Onana, and apparently we had a contract agreement with him. This is coming in from Moise Molores from ESPN, who is very, very reliable. He came out saying that Barcelona had agreed 4 months ago the return of Andre Onana to the club. Everything was verbal and it was needed to written and signed, but Barcelona left the operation behind, and Inter, who also wanted to sign Andre Onana, went on and sealed the deal. So of course Andre Onana is officially joining Inter Milan on a free deal. The contract is already signed, but Barcelona were the first team to agree with Andre Onana. It really does suck. I think he would have been an absolutely fantastic goalkeeper at the club, but in the end, the club didn't act quickly. Let's now discuss the players who have been rumored to leave Barcelona over the past 24 hours. Firstly, is the priority for the club, the player that the club are desperate to get rid of, Samuel Umtiti. Firstly, coming in from Hemingway from AES, he's come out saying that Samuel Umtiti has told Xavi that he is open to listening to offers, but there are no concrete offers for him at the moment. So apparently Umtiti has agreed to go out on loan this summer with no buy option to a Champions League club and a club where he can get some minutes. And also Gabriel from Deportivo came out saying that Umtiti would release a great part of the wage bill. He has finally agreed to leave Barcelona on loan this month until the end of the season. His goal is to get regular minutes and play in the World Cup this summer, or this November, sorry. And by the way, he has no chance of that. And there are some offers on the table right now, but he is not convinced of those offers. So at least he's agreed to leave this month, but now we gotta find him a good offer, which of course is gonna be difficult. Apparently Newcastle have him as the backup option for Steve Boltman, and right now it looks like they're gonna sign Boltman, so it looks like he's not gonna go to Newcastle, but they were interested in him. They still could be in the end if they wanted, a desperate center back last second. I think Umtiti is going to be difficult. Like I just said a few seconds ago, I think the only way he leaves this winter is if a team comes in on the final few days of the window and they're desperate for a center back and they'll just take him. Other than that, I think it'll be very, very difficult to, get rid of him this month. We'll wait and see. We got a miracle with Coutinho, and hopefully we can get the same with Umtiti. Now, the next player that Barcelona are desperate to get rid of as well is Luke de Jong. Now, despite scoring 2 goals in 2 La Liga games this season with 2 headers, the club are still looking to move him on. Firstly, coming in from Sport, they've come out saying that 2 Turkish clubs, Besiktas and Fenerbahce, bid for Luke de Jong, but the Dutch forward is not convinced whether to go there or not. Luke's entourage is looking for a destination in the Premier League. I mean, bit of a stretch there for Luke, but apparently he wants to go back to the Premier League. I don't think this report is true. I think more so he wants to go back to Netherlands and play with his former team PSV Eindhoven. Now Gabriel from Deportivo came out saying that Luke de Jong is condemned to leave Barcelona. He had an offer from Cadiz but didn't want to play in a team battling for relegation. Fenerbahce are studying the possibility while the player wants to return to the Netherlands. So again, he wants to go back to PSV, his former club of course most likely, but they haven't really made any concrete move for him so far. And again, the club are still looking to move him on despite being well so far for Barcelona this month. We'll wait and see. He's not really the priority like Umtiti and other players, but he's still on the table to leave the club this month. Now, a player who could leave the club if the right offer comes in this month is Sergi, and there are a lot of clubs interested in his services. Firstly, coming in from Nathan Gibson from the UK, he's come out saying that Chelsea have inquired about how much Nuno Des would cost the club this month. He remains an option for the English club right now. And also, Gabriel from Deportivo came out saying that Sergi Des has a market, but there have been no firm offers as of right now. None of the offers met the club's sporting and economic expectations of the club or the player as well, and Des plans to stay at Barcelona until the end of the season at the minimum. So we'll wait and see on Des. Apparently Bayern Munich and Chelsea want him, but Barcelona want an offer of around 30 million euros, and so far all they've received are loan offers, which they're not interested in whatsoever. They'd rather keep him. We'll wait and see on Des, but again, he's not the priority for the club right now or himself either. I think in the summer it's way more likely, but once clubs start to get desperate, we'll wait and see, but a concrete offer has to come in first. Now, a player who's actually asked to leave the club this month is the backup goalkeeper Neto. Is coming in again from Gabriel from Deportivo. He's come out saying that Neto has asked Barcelona to leave the club this month due to lack of game time during the season, and Barcelona don't see his departure feasible right now and have set 2 conditions for him to leave. Number 1, he brings in a good offer, and that Barcelona also find a suitable replacement. So Barcelona will only let Neto leave the club this month if firstly a good offer comes in, and secondly we buy a backup as well. So very, very difficult for Neto to leave this month. He wants to leave. The club also want him to leave as well, but they want the right offer to come in. We'll wait and see, but his exit will be very, very difficult. But a Brazilian Barcelona player who has already left the club this month is of course Philippe Coutinho. He has gone on loan to Aston Villa for the rest of the season, and they have a buy option as well. But we also have some more details about this loan move coming in from Juan Martin from Sport, and he's come out saying that Aston Villa couldn't pay Coutinho's entire salary, so it was decided they only pay around 65% of that salary, and the other 35% will be paid by Barcelona. But now the player has decided to renounce the 35% he was supposed to get from Barcelona and will only earn 65% from Villa. So apparently Coutinho, the 35% that Barcelona are supposed to pay for him, he has given it up. So fair play to him. I don't know why he didn't do it in the summer, but he did it now. So credit where credit is due. Of course, that 35% that Barcelona have to pay to him, we don't have to pay for him anymore. He earns 24 million euros a year. We already paid 12 of that for the first half of the season. Second half of the season, of course, he earns 12 million, but the club will save on that 12 million. So credit to him. And like I already said, Aston Villa have a buy option for him coming in from Canada Sare. They've come out saying that Aston Villa have a buy option for Coutinho for around 40 million euros. And also, this just came out of absolutely nowhere. Tottenham Hotspur also have an option to buy him at the end of the season as well. Don't ask me questions. Don't ask me questions. I have absolutely no idea. But Tottenham do have a buy option for Coutinho for 40 million euros at the end of the season. If he performs well at Villa, they want to take him. He would only cost them 40 million euros. I don't know if they paid something to Barcelona or not. Let's hope so. But apparently, the Tottenham Hotspur also have a buy option for Coutinho, as well as, of course, his current club, Aston Villa. Now, you might be wondering, is Coutinho's departure enough for Ferran Torres' registration? Mateo Alemán came out after the match yesterday answering that question. He came out saying, "We are working hard to be able to register Ferran Torres. Despite Coutinho's departure, there is still not enough salary margin to register Ferran, but we have other operations underway." So Coutinho's exit is not enough to register Ferran Torres. Of course, right now he has COVID, so cannot play regardless, and also he is currently injured as well. So there's no rush to register him. But as of right now, we still cannot, which I think is an absolute, big shot for me. I thought Coutinho's departure would be enough, but Mateo Alemán said it's not enough, and they are working on more departures. Hopefully, it will be Luke de Jong, Yusuf Demir, and Samuel Umtiti. We'll wait and see. But again, Coutinho went on loan. 65% of his salary will be paid by Aston Villa. The rest he gave away to Barcelona. Again, credit to him. 40 million euro buy option for Aston Villa and Tottenham Hotspur. And again, his departure is not enough to register Ferran Torres. Now, along with the first team players, there are some Barcelona B players who are also attracting interest from other clubs. The first one is Ferran Jutgla, coming in from Juan Martí from Sport. He's come out saying that Ferran Jutgla performances have not gone unnoticed. Several La Liga clubs have been asking about his situation for the summer transfer window, but Barcelona believe it's too early to make that decision, while the player is thinking only about giving his best for the team. So Jutgla has attracted interest from other clubs. Right now, the club are not considering selling him whatsoever, but in the summer, you never know. And also on Elias Akumach, coming in from Fernando Polo from Mundo Deportivo, he's come out saying that several Spanish clubs and some English Premier League clubs are also interested in Elias Akumach. He prioritized staying at Barcelona with a contract until June 2023, but Elias will find it hard to get regular minutes in the first team now with several players returning from injury. So we'll wait and see on Elias, but again, he hasn't really impressed me that much, I'm not gonna lie. I think he's good on the ball, good dribbling. In the final third, finishing wise, he hasn't really impressed me that much. I think Abdi has been much better than him so far. We'll wait and see on him, but again, both these players, Jutgla and Elias Akumach, will not be leaving anytime soon, but have attracted interest. Let's now discuss some contract renewal updates around the first team at Barcelona. Firstly, on the contract renewal of Sergi Roberto, coming in from Marca. They've come out saying that Barcelona and Sergi Roberto's entourage have agreed to start renegotiating over a new contract from tomorrow onwards. The intention is to extend his contract for 2 more years with a considerable salary reduction. So again, Roberto is now beginning to talk with the club over a contract renewal. Again, he'll be free this summer, and right now he can talk to any other club he wants to in the world for free legally, but the club right now are prioritizing his renewal. We'll wait and see. He's currently injured, so this shouldn't be taking this long. We'll wait and see how it goes, but right now the club and Roberto do want to sit down and renew the contract. The next contract renewal update is on the contract renewal of Pablo Gavi, coming in from Romano. He's come out saying that Barcelona have part of their budget ready since October to prepare Gavi's new contract. Final details of a 5-year new deal to be discussed soon. 50 million euro release clause will of course be removed and replaced of course with that exclusive 1 billion euro release clause, and it's considered a matter of time, and Gavi wants to stay at Barcelona. So again, no doubt about this. I think the club right now are waiting whether or not they can register him for the first team or not. I think early February this deal could get done. I think right now in January they're focusing on other stuff right now, exits, Ferran Torres registration, maybe bringing in one more player. I think this will get done around February time, but again, no worries. I think Gavi will be staying at Barcelona and renewing his contract. And the final contract renewal update is on the contract renewal of Ousmane Dembele. Firstly, coming in from Luis Rojo from Marca, he's come out saying that Barcelona are still waiting for the definitive answer from Ousmane Dembele to their latest contract renewal offer. Barcelona will try to sell him in January in case he does not renew, and if he refuses to leave the club this month, he will be frozen out and will not play for the rest of the season. So of course, as of right now, it's not 100% done quite yet. That's why he's still playing for the club. And of course, Rafa Rafael Uste came out after the match yesterday saying that right now with Dembele, we haven't gotten the last answer from him quite yet. That's why he's still playing. When he rejects or accepts that last offer, we'll then evaluate the situation. Now, of course, there's going to be a lot of interest for Dembele coming in from ESPN. They've come out saying that PSG are very interested in Ousmane Dembele and have been for several years now. And Dembele's condition to extend his contract with Barcelona are very high. So like I said, earlier in the beginning of the video, you have Erling Haaland asking for 35 million euros per year, which of course is justified. You have Dembele asking for 40 million euros per year. I mean, my God. We'll wait and see. I think, of course, he's not going to renew at this point. I think there's going to have to be a big shift from his agent, which is looking very, very unlikely. We'll have to wait and see. It's not 100% done quite yet. But again, we are still waiting for that final answer from Dembele and his agent. Let's now discuss the news surrounding Barcelona over the past 24 hours. Firstly, an update on the shirt sponsorship for next season coming from Gerard Romero. He's come out saying that Barcelona have two options for a shirt sponsor next season. Firstly, a conventional company, and secondly, a cryptocurrency company. And Barcelona are also wondering whether to sell everything like shirts, sleeves, and training kit sponsors at the same time or differently. So again, the club are finalizing the shirt sponsorship for next season. Of course, it'll be great revenue for the club. They haven't quite picked it quite yet, but again, the deadline is coming up. Probably I think the end of February is the deadline. They're gonna have to pick soon. And right now at the club, there is an internal debate on which option to pick, but in the end, they're gonna have to pick one, and it should be very soon. Now, the final topic that I want to discuss before I end off this video is give you guys some injury updates around the first team at Barcelona. Firstly, an injury update on Frankie de Jong coming in from Juan Marti from Sport. He's come out saying there is optimism at Barcelona regarding Frankie de Jong's participation in the Super Cup against Real Madrid this week. It is early, but he's expected to be fine for that match. And also, Miguel from AS came out saying that Frankie de Jong's participation in the Super Cup this week against Real Madrid is still very complicated. So we'll have to wait and see. I think 100% he'll be in that squad list. He could come on as a sub. I think he will be fit for the final if we do make it, of course, but for that game, I don't think he'll start. But I think he will be on the bench for sure. Secondly, of course, is the main concern Ronaldo Araujo coming in from eSport 3. Firstly, they came out saying that Ronaldo Araujo will miss the Spanish Super Cup. Everything goes well, he will need around 10 days to play again. So of course, had a surgery a few days ago. He should be out for around 10 days. But Javi Miguel came out saying that Ronaldo Araujo could play in the Spanish Super Cup. He could be back in the next few days. Araujo is not ruled out for the semifinal quite yet against Real Madrid on January the 12th. He will travel with the squad 100% and could even play with, of course, a splint to cover his, broken fingers. So that's what I thought was going to happen in the first place. Of course, Javi Miguel first came out saying that Araujo's going to be out for a few months, then a few weeks, then a few days. Now he's going to come to the Super Cup. We'll have to wait and see. Of course, Xavi in the last press conference against Granada said that right now it's not ruled out, but it's still very unlikely. I think for him, as like a tactic, he will be included in the squad list. We'll have to wait and see. I don't think he'll play. I think he could play the final if we make it, but in the first one against Real Madrid, I don't think he'll make it. But one player who 100% will not make it is, of course, Eric Garcia, who got injured yesterday in the match against, of course, Granada. Miguel from AS came out saying that Eric Garcia is definitely ruled out of the Spanish Super Cup midweek. He could be out for several weeks, and of course, more tests will be performed today as well. So Eric Garcia, he's looked like he'll be out for a couple of weeks. A big blow, hamstring injury, but again, 100% he won't play in the Super Cup midweek. So that was my reaction to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and of course, leave me your thoughts down below in the comments on everything we discussed. Firstly, on Erling Haaland, do you think Barcelona right now are leading the race? And if so, do you think we'll win the race in this summer for his signature? Secondly, on Samuel Umtiti, do you think we'll end up pushing him out during this month on loan, or do you think he'll be staying for the rest of the season? And lastly, on the new striker search for this month as well, do you think we'll get Morata, maybe go back for Cavani, maybe get Martial, or do you think there's another option out there for Barcelona? And of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Take care, and Forza Barca.
Yeah.